It is Tuesday. Remember that. It's Tuesday, the 26th day of September. Good morning to you. Hope you guys had a great Republic Day weekend. Hope you guys got some rest. Hope went well. But good morning to you, and thank you so much for joining us on the Power Breakfast Show on Power 102 Digital. Fullcasted. No, Wendell is off today. It's Tuesday. What am I saying? Yep, it's the Richards twins in this morning. Paul Richards, you just heard him with our news brief. Of course, we'll hear from Richard Raghubarase. We got Ruben in the mix. My name is Steve Khan, all right? Taking you through your morning as you do whatever you have to do. Head to work, get the kids to school. Let's see what the traffic, let's get into the WTs, see what's happening. Starting out in San Fernando, I got nothing to tell you about. You got traffic from Freeport heading northbound towards Chaguanas, and just after Chaguanas, you're going to step on your brake again towards Caroni. It's not too bad heading volume. Heading to the interchange, you're headed to Port of Spain, volume by Aranguez and El Scoro, and of course, a little traffic getting to Port of Spain, all right? Let's see, got some traffic heading towards O'Meara Road, towards Piarco, and of course, Trinity to UE, and after that, it's clear sailing until you get to Balsay, and you'll step on your brake again, all right? Let's see who sent us hellos first thing this morning via YouTube. And then I'll do the weather. Let's see. DJ Ray out in Delaware. Good morning. Oliver Man Warren. Trini in Boston. Good morning to you. Wendy and James D. Pierre. Maxie Tony. Okay, Maxie. Good morning to you. Vaughn Drayton. Pauline Buckmeyer. Rena Buddha Jennings. Good morning. Golf Celia out of Valencia. Good morning to you. Miss Ingrid. Showing Kerr, good morning. Ray out in West Palm Beach, Florida. Good morning to you as well. All right. Let's check quickly the weather for today. I tell you, it was a scorcher. It was. Got some pitter-patters, but that's about it. They were short-lived for sure. It is 26 degrees at Piarco International Airport, 27 at Crown Point. And what's the weather going to be like for today? Sunny and hot periods interrupted by some light to moderate showers near western and hilly areas. There's a low chance some of these showers could become heavy and or thundery. All right, that's your weather forecast for today. Let's say good morning, good night to Paul Richards. Good morning there, Pablo.
Morning, Steve. Morning, everyone. Good Tuesday morning to you all.
Yeah, morning, pal. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I am tired.
You're tired. Why are you tired?
Because
I'm sure you slept all day yesterday and did very little.
No, we're moving the pet butler this week, so we're moving stuff and packing stuff and getting this and getting that, and
well, it's a good time to also take inventory.
Yeah. Inventory is easy. That's on the computer already, so that's all right. That's all right. It's just getting all the slate boards. You have to get the internet. You have to do this. You have to do that. So hopefully things will run smoothly, as I hope it does.
Okay. I was documenting a lot yesterday.
You're documenting? What were you documenting, my friend?
Well, I had a lot of edits to do in about four or five documents for different people and agencies and school and JSC reports, and so let me just do it all yesterday.
JSC reports. Did you watch?
No.
That cricket game? You didn't watch it?
I did not.
It was really a dismal performance.
Which is shocking to me, because after the game finished, and of course Guyana Amazon Warriors won against the Trinbago Knight Riders. Am I correct? Am I going correct so far?
You're going good.
And I was looking at social media, and I'm thinking, was this a cricket match or an election?
Well, I don't know.
Kind of comments and commentary and this, and I wish Wendell was here this morning.
Yeah,
maybe Wendell can log on for a little while or for this morning.
Wendell, if you're in, log on for a little bit. Let's talk some cricket.
Just log on because you missed yesterday already anyway, so
yeah,
you can make up today. Yeah, you could make
Log.
up to me. You understand? Because I can't talk cricket and Steve can't talk cricket by himself.
No, I can't talk cricket by
What I
myself.
saw on social media yesterday, I thought it was an election because they kind of race talk and the Night Riders throw the match and somebody paid them to throw the match.
Yeah,
And
that was huge.
to me, from the other comments I saw, they were just outplayed.
They were totally outplayed. And you know what I realized? There was,
Trying to match, you ain't trying to match that badly.
I mean, you have all the big hitters that made like 1 and duck and 2 and 3 and 4. The big hitters, and then you watch the body language of the Trinbago Night Riders when they bat, and you could tell when they're batting that was it. They're coming onto the field and they're not going to do it. You watch
But
Pollard.
why? But when you say that, because I don't understand cricket and I'm not pretending to be
To
a
me,
big
it's
fan,
like,
you know?
all right.
Why
So
would
me,
why would I reach the finals? Why would I go through a whole series, a very prestigious series? This the 11th edition of this, I think it is, or the 12th or something like that. With so much big stakes, is the hottest thing in cricket. The T20 is like gold now because it's short and fat and fast and sexy and music and girls and going to different territories and a big trophy at the end. Why would I go through all the prelims, all the semifinals, beat everybody else, and come and perform in a lackluster manner in the finals? Why? You tell me why.
I can't explain.
What do they have to gain? We're talking about it. You're saying that they go in and they feel and they barely thing in and they body language. Why?
Yeah, you know what? They realized they were being outplayed for sure. But it's like they just gave up at the crease. At a score of 44 for whatever wicket it was, 5 I think it was. You realize that they just gave up at the crease. And then you watch them.
Is it 9 wickets they lose by?
Yeah.
I could understand that.
I mean 90 something.
What does that mean? Only 3 or 4 of the Ghana people had to bat? The Ghana Amazon Warriors people had to bat?
Only 3. They only had 1 wicket.
So how you make 94 runs alone? Was like a high scoring game?
Guyana made in this CPL, I believe it was 226. I think that was
so the whole TKR side got bowled out for 94 runs. As a
94 runs.
Made 94 in the lot to do it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Me don't know how you fix that.
Guyana played. Guyana played. What's the captain's name again? It just slipped right out of my mind. He was a captain. He encouraged his players. I mean, when they took a catch or bowled or whatever, he went up to each of them and shook their hands. And
Tahir, is it?
That's his name? That's it. Tahir. I thought he was a brilliant captain. The way he motivated his players, the way he he pushed them and congratulated them. And
was it a home court advantage kind of thing too?
Well, they always say the home field is always the 12th player. At home ground is always the 12th player. But I don't know what happened. They just gave up through
the match. Why would I go through all of that to reach a final and throw the match? It doesn't make any sense.
There were rumors going around. And then there was a WhatsApp screenshot that was going around, and people would just share it. I got it like 1 million times.
Unfortunately, no one sends cricket stuff to me. So,
but congratulations to Guyana. They played very well. I think they only lost 1 or 2 games. They played very well. They played very well. I mean, I don't know. To me, Pollard looked like he just gave up. And of course, as a player, you could feel the body language of your superiors and the other players, and they looked like they just gave up. Russell bowled 1 over. He got licks. And he didn't bowl again. Pollard went for a duck. Ryan.
Would they have met? I guess not. I was going to ask if they would have met the Guyana Amazon Warriors before in any of the semifinals or preliminary rounds.
Yeah, we played Guyana a few times. We played Guyana and we beat them. That is when we played
So
11
then,
overs of spin.
so then what changed?
Don't ask me. I have no idea. I really thought it was going to be a good game to watch, but
But I wasn't watching none anyway. So
yeah, it finished by what, 20 past 10 or something, 10:30.
so it was a quick game then, given that
It finished early.
the Trinbago Knight Riders kind of
Yeah.
were out down pretty quickly.
Yeah. I don't know. If anybody want to call and tell us what they thought of the game,
Well,
you could do that, 222-8255.
I think you're right. And who batted first?
Guyana.
Guyana
No,
batted
we
first.
we did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Because somebody, I was at the National Awards, and everybody had their phone in their hand, almost looking for updates. Because it was the final, and everybody was interested in the cricket except me,
Mhm.
and they got very depressed very quickly.
Yeah. I mean, I thought Guyana played very well throughout the tournament. I thought they were very focused throughout the tournament. And after knocking on the door to win that trophy, I'm glad they did. Because certainly the way we played, we did not deserve to win. And I've said it before, I thought that the TKR through this tournament played very sloppy. They played very sloppy. I mean, I thought that, in cricket, I always think that they should have errors. They don't have that. They have extras, but they should also have errors like in baseball. So if there's a misfield, that's an error. For example, Puran, the ball went through Puran legs while he's wicket keeping. Well, that's not really an error, but like a drop catch, that's an error. So the team can figure out, well, through this innings, they made so many errors. Paul, all my lines are lit up. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Steve.
Morning, Derry.
Good morning, Dr. Paul.
Good morning, my dear. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. So, Steve, I agree with you 100% about the body language.
Yeah.
And what I will say about the body language, because Pollard never likes to bat first. And I say, wait now, he lost his thoughts. And to me, when they were falling down like breadfruit, each one of them who was walking out was walking with a sort of, it's all right, man, we done in the final already. They weren't showing commitment to me. They weren't showing like that's something to win. They were just saying, well, here what? You bat and then you try and bowl them out and see.
Yeah.
But none of them to me, none, except of course Carty and Walton, none of them was like putting their best foot forward.
No, they were not. They weren't. And it's a totally different game that they played on Wednesday.
Well,
Wednesday.
Let me ask both of you a question.
don't know what
Because
happened.
very often in cricket, they ascribe 14 to a particular country's ethos and thing. Isn't it that these players are from different countries and bidded on to make up these different teams in the franchise?
Well, they're from different countries. Only 2 players, I think, outside of Trinidad and Tobago.
Yes, so then you can't blame no country ethics or culture for this. What is the problem?
No, it's not nothing to do with that. No, it's just the franchise name, But
Yeah.
the thing is, and I believe to us since last week when they played, I wonder what kind of practice they put in because
Well,
it wasn't.
let me tell you what kind of practice they did. The night before the finals, I just got a video here from a buddy of mine.
Mm-hmm.
Partying and singing and karaoke and all kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Wow,
What?
I wasn't into that.
And I listened to Pollard on Wednesday when they won that game.
Mm-hmm.
And he did say, well, we get into the finals. We're going to celebrate for the next 24 hours. No, it's no time for celebration. Celebrate when you win. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Celebrate when you win. Get a good night. Yeah, go and have take a toast. Go to bed. Get up. Practice Thursday morning.
Like, they use that Wednesday's game as a final, so they celebrated in advance.
Yeah, but watching this video here, I should send it to the guys.
Oh my God, I didn't even know that. But I think this is the first time I see Pollard. To me, I saw Pollard wasn't looking like he's going to give the team inspiration. first time. Not
Yeah.
even when he made 94. I thought they were still going to try their best to see, look, let us see if we get 6 wickets. But to lose by 9 wickets, that is real bad. And the captain of Guyana, the Guyana Warriors,
Mm-hmm. Takir.
he was an inspiration to the team.
I
I
thought
believe
so. I thought he
if
was an
there was
amazing captain.
if there was anybody else captaining that JW team, they weren't going to win. Because he was bringing them, he was just inspiring them, motivating them.
Yeah.
Now,
He
Pollard does
motivated them
that,
in
you know.
every aspect.
Yeah, Pollard does that, you know. But you see this last game, I
I
did not
know.
see that happening. And I'm not going to say that they were paid because a lot of people were saying that. I'm not going to say
90% of the
that.
country was saying that. The memes came out with a suitcase full of money.
Yeah.
The snap, as I said before, um, somebody took a screenshot of a conversation that with Sullivan Orion and who get paid, and
That is nonsense.
that's nonsense. That's nonsense. Anybody
That is
can do that and change your name.
anybody could
Anybody.
do that. Anybody could do that. So that is crap. And I do not agree with that Gears match 16, of course. Now I saw Wendell write up something, and I wish he could come on though.
Let me call him and tell him to come.
I say write up saying I'm not saying he is saying those things, right? He's saying, but he's in sport so long and no following sport and cricket, of course. And he has seen that happen. Of course, you see that happening. Match fixing happens on a regular basis, but not in this instance. I am not agreeing with those people saying that because they want to say Guyana money now and they pay them. You know, that is out of the question. They're not going to sue. And Phil Simmons is not that type of person. Huh? I know him. He's not that type of person anyway. So people, the game was crappy, on our part, but Guyana did play a beautiful game
They
and they
played a
were
very
very
good tournament.
deserving. I love our team totally, but Guyana outplayed us more than 100%.
Yeah.
Like we weren't ready for the game because I think after that game, they probably just went and knocked up a little thing and they weren't ready for the final.
Yeah. Night before they're singing and partying and stuff. Focus.
Yeah. Okay then.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Thank
Have
you.
a good day.
Bye. Yes. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't get one. I was trying to call Wendell. I didn't get him. Yeah, that's what I thought. It was a poor game, but kudos to Guyana. They really played a good tournament. And kudos to them. They were the top of the standings. But that was just, it's one to play a game and lose. But Jesus, it's like they just didn't even worry.
Congratulations to Professor Clement Imber, Professor John Agard, and Professor Path Manathan Umaharan, who all received the Order of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago
Mm-hmm.
at the National Awards. And it's a very touching moment when the young man whose daughter died saving her younger brother
From being
went
mauled.
to
Yeah.
receive a posthumous award. And
1 second, caller. Yeah.
and
What's her name again?
Rachel Bagwandine.
Yeah, Rachel Backward. She got that.
Yeah, she died by protecting her younger brother from a dog attack. And
Your father looked very emotional.
no, he was, and he got a standing. She got a standing ovation posthumously.
She got a
Good morning, Paula.
Good morning, Stephen Paul.
Morning.
Good morning.
Here, this is my opinion about the cricket matches. The cricket match on Sunday. I looked at all of the CPL matches, and the playoff between GAW and TKR was on Tuesday. So when TKR won, they said they're going to have a party and whatnot, a party and get ready for Sunday, and they have a few days. So I don't know if that video is dated, right, to say that they were partying the night before, right? That is one. Two, from the time they came, the game started, it appeared that Guyana decided that they are going to be very aggressive against the players. And from what I realized after is that what they decided to do was to bowl bad balls, in other words, wide balls and whatnot. And in other words, they played the game in an opposite fashion, and they put their players in the strategic positions so that if the batsman would attempt to go for that wide ball, they would be out, right? And it happened on every occasion when Pollard, Dial, what's his name? Oh gosh, Russell got out, and even Narayan, because and Puran too, because they know that our TKR side like to hit high up in the air. Now, if you play in this game, you can be aggressive, but do like what Carty did. What Carty did, he did not fly the ball up in the air for every ball. He chose his ball, right, to try to hit a 4 or 6. Or if he hit a 4 or 6, most of them were low lying. Okay? And Carty played, as far as I'm concerned, Carty played the best game of this entire final game, because he remained from ball number 1 to over number 18.2, but he only made about 30 something runs. So this was the downfall. And what I am saying is that from the moment Dial got out, Pollard, as captain, should have seen what was happening, and he should have advised his players, well, listen, let us take it light or whatever. But there was no such communication, because he tends to leave things. As far as I see it.
So what are you suggesting? It's poor captaincy?
Well, I'm not saying it's poor captaincy. He tends to leave it up to the players, and apparently it appears as though the plan was, let us go and attack the bowlers. But if you go to attack the bowlers and you realize that the bowlers are coming in a different form, you have to change your game plan. You cannot continue with the same game plan. This is what is my little humble, estimation of it, right? And you see Carty gone, you see Pollard gone, you see Puran gone, and Pollard come and Pollard gone and hitting a 60 game now start. We have made, and Pollard already said that the first 6 overs, how many runs you make, do not really count to who is going to win the match. And yet still they come out there hot and sweaty and they want to sky the ball in the air. I mean,
well,
it does not make sense.
I cannot say that Pollard is a bad captain. When they played Guyana,
I never said he was.
no.
You heard that? I never said that. Right. I never said he was. Right. I never said he was.
No, I didn't say that. All right. Thanks,
Okay.
Wendian.
All right. Okay. Good.
When we played Guyana, and we played the first 11 overs of spin, that was an amazing game. That really was. I was going spin after spin. I was saying, what's going on here? I just thought that he gave up and they just left him to do whatever they wanted to do. The only thing he did really was take Andre Russell out from the bowling attack. I don't know. We have a lot of messages coming through here. Let me just see some of them. Carol Guevara, good morning. Leonard Naipaul, Chauvin Kerr, totally outplayed, no throwing of the match. Guyana peaked versus Jamaica and TKR. Yeah, they really played good. They played a good tournament. The great good morning. He says Wendell described it very well on his Facebook page yesterday. TKR just booked their way through their innings. They whooped, sorry, not booked. They whooped. Anthony Tinto, good morning. Gloria Gray. Arno, good morning. I was more afraid of the violence if TKR won. Yeah, because there was a video circulating violence outside the Providence Stadium. But I don't think they would do that. It's called planning and strategy. I don't think they had any video. If that was from the night before, really didn't care. Good morning to Marcia Rock. Yep. Thank you so much, Marcia Rock. Showing too. Good morning. Yeah. So that we lost. The best team won, and they really played well on home soil, and they have for the entire life of this CPL, they have never won. So kudos to them. They've won now. Barbados has won. Jamaica has won. Trinidad has won. Now Guyana
Yeah,
has won. Morning.
morning, guys.
Morning.
Morning.
I just saw cricketers play. Cricketers like that. Watch the Asian final. India bowled out Sri Lanka for 50 in 1 over 4 wicket gone.
Mm-hmm.
It was poor shot selection too. You're under pressure. You get a bad start. You have to rebuild. It had made some 2 times in that series. The Talawas was in trouble, similar, lost early wicket and was struggling. And they recuperate during the innings and they build and they end up getting and post some competitive total.
Mm-hmm.
So them fellas look bad.
Yeah.
But
Guyana played good. Their fielding was phenomenal.
Guyana playing good cricket. Remember, it's 5 finals they're making.
Mm-hmm.
So Guyana every season generally producing a good team.
Mm-hmm.
But TK have embarrassed themselves in terms of that. You're under pressure, you have to rebuild, you have to recuperate, you have to pick up the singles, you have to turn around, and then shift the momentum because the momentum going with the fielding team, and you just come in and start to be laughing at everything. That was poor. Them fellas too experienced for that. They embarrassed themselves. They showed themselves.
They're way too experienced for that kind of performance.
You have to change. You come in, you're under pressure, you lost all the wickets. You have to come in and rebuild. You have to turn it around, pick up, and shift the momentum. Eventually, you have to go for big shots because you just come in and just swiping at everything. That was really terrible. That was poor.
It was a poor performance. Yeah.
But cricketers had them days. Cricketers that thing like that. I tell you, the Asian final, India bowled Sri Lanka for 15 a final when everybody prepped for a nice competitive game.
Mm-hmm.
1 over 4 wicket gone. And that is just some cricketers like that. A game of glorious uncertainties. So, tough luck. Well, good luck to Guyana. Guyana had a good team that was competitive. They played with competitive and confidence is a too.
Yeah. That's psyche. That must be up there.
Yeah, and then you come out now, you win the toss, the most important thing, and you come and you get early wicket. Early wicket is what will shift the momentum. So PKR now was a change gear. Come out, start to move it around, pick up the ones, the twos, and start to rebuild, shift the momentum.
Yeah.
But you continue to just come in and be whooping and
Thanks, caller.
Yeah.
All right, all the best there. Yeah, a lot of people have a lot to say about cricket this final. But as I said, Guyana really played a good tournament. The fielding was phenomenal. The batting was phenomenal. We were pretty good, but I don't know what happened. I really don't know what happened.
No. In some really tragic news, going off of cricket for a short while, because I'm sure cricket will continue to engage the discussion this morning.
As the talk in the office today?
Sorry?
As the talk will be in offices today.
Mm-hmm. A 5-year-old boy lost his life by drowning at a water park on Sunday. Really sad.
No, I have something to say about that. I saw that last night. One, what is a 5-year-old doing in the adult pool? And 2, you have a water park and you have no lifeguards, but instead you put signs all over the place.
Well, a 5-year-old should not be left unsupervised. That's the first thing. At all. And if anybody knows how quickly those little toddlers move, children move, you have to have somebody looking at that child, particularly around water and pools all the time. Because you don't know when they're going to disappear and dive in the water. They have no sense of danger. So when I heard the report that the child at 4:20 p.m. was discovered by his mother lying motionless in the adult section of the pool, there were several questions that jumped into my mind. And that's what I'll say, because the family's in significant money.
5 years old.
You understand? So you go to a water park, and let me tell you something. I've taken my nephews, my nieces, got children to the beach by pools.
Mm-hmm.
They don't go to my site.
No.
I ain't going back and tell nobody parents that the child's wrong.
Yeah.
So you do not, but I don't know, but you don't know all the details, and it's really tragic for the mother and the family.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, as I always say, these situations are avoidable.
Yeah. I remember when my nieces were 3 years old, we took them to YMCA to learn to swim, because I am adamant of that. Live on an island.
Even if children learn to swim, adults who can swim can drown.
Yeah, true.
Okay? Learning to swim doesn't eliminate the potential for you drowning if you get into difficulty.
Mm-hmm.
Children should not be left unsupervised in areas with water.
At all.
At all. Not even for a minute, because that's all it takes. All it takes is 1 minute for that child to not be supervised, and it goes under, and that is it. You understand?
I tell you, I call it the terrible twos. I tell her, Skylar, be behind me 1 minute. I just move my neck left. I turn my, where's Sky going? Sky?
Yeah.
And I just
you have to tie a tether to the ankle and your hand or something just so that they don't disappear. Because they disappear instantly.
Instant, a blink of an eye,
Yeah, and they have no sense of danger.
No, they don't.
So I don't know how a 5-year-old goes out of the sight of an adult in a circumstance like that.
A group of people, I think they said it was like 20 people that went. I could be
So you see, what essentially happens is one person say, "Well, I thought you was watching him. No, I thought you were watching him."
Yes.
No.
Thought factor. No. I tell you.
No. But condolences to the family.
Yeah, very much.
It's not a deliberate act of any kind, and it's really unfortunate that he is no longer with us today. And I don't know. And some really strange news.
I was staying with go ahead.
There's a big story on BBC and CNN this morning about a woman in Florida who apparently was homeless, living by a park.
Oh yeah, who do it?
And she was killed by a crocodile.
Mm-hmm.
A 13-foot crocodile.
Mm-hmm.
And the way they realized that she was killed was a man was walking along the lake front. When you saw the alligator, not the crocodile, an alligator, with some body parts in its mouth.
Mm-hmm.
He thought it was a mannequin. When he called the authorities and they checked and they grabbed the crocodile, it was a real human torso and arm. So she must have was sleeping or walking near this lake. And this crocodile said, look, and grabbed her, dragged her into the water. Isn't that a sad story?
Yeah, boy.
Whew. Jeez.
Horrible.
Yeah, it's a really horrible story. Really horrible. Anyway. Yeah, and she was homeless too, I know. Anyway.
Let's say happy birthday going out to the Minister of Health, the Honorable Terence Dial Singh, celebrated his birthday today.
Happy birthday.
Yeah. And my good friend Bobby, happy belated birthday, Bobby. Celebrated his birthday yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Of course, this weekend I went to the funeral of the police officer who was shot Charles Kubla Singh last week, Saturday. His funeral is on Saturday. Very good turnout. A lot of police officers. Funeral is at 9 a.m. at Cura Press Church. And, I was getting dressed to go to it, and my friend from Miami calls me to tell me her father just passed away. Mr. Asghar Ali. You would probably know him, Paul, or know of him. He passed away. He went to his, they went on vacation to Mexico to celebrate his 55th wedding anniversary. They went for dinner, turned in for bed, went to bed. He just never woke up. I believe that funeral is on
his family. Okay, 6:41, 19 before 7 o'clock this morning.
Richard will join us shortly. He's in Port of Spain already. And
let's go to the three major dailies for today, September 26th, month end already, yes. Start with the Newsday Online. Judges, store for penny pinchers opens at Gulf City. Mechanical problems at booster station affect South Trinidad water supply. CMO among 3 appointed to the Medical Board Council of Trinidad and Tobago. Judge urges women be bold, courageous to save Trinidad and Tobago. Brothers of slain cop, he was a gift wrapped in gold. Weeping dad collects national award for hero daughter. Standing ovation for Rachel. Really sad story, but I mean, she was such a heroine before she died. And New York City street named after murdered Trinidad and Tobago born advocate. NIB faces gap of $1.2 billion. And of course, a lot of news about that match over the weekend. So let's move now to the Express Online. Gunshots every few nights, says Barataria, El Socorro, and Aranguez residents. Criminals are becoming more brazen amid a recent surge in crime in those communities. Fun splash tragedy, infant drowns at birthday party. Kamala urges banks to reconsider deposit system. Double murder in St. Helena. Children call for peace and unity in TNT. And those are trending stories in your Express. Let's move now to the Guardian Online. Boy 5 drowns at water park during family line. Relatives of murdered St. Helena businessman. 2 charged with murder after brawl outside a Ruka bar. Senior cop warns citizens against vigilante justice. Gunmen shoot at Valencia police post. Cabinet approves medical board members. And double murder in St. Helena. And reconsider diverting customers to ATMs, so says the leader of the opposition, Kamit Prasad Bisesa. So those are trending stories in your Guardian, your Express, and your Newsday for today, the 26th of September, 2023.
All right. Thank you very much, Paul. Of course, let me give you the results from our poll on Friday. Friday, we asked you if you had the opportunity to migrate because of crime in sweet TNT, would you? If you had the opportunity to migrate because of crime, would you? Well, results are in. 79%, 79 said yes. Good morning, Ronnie Voisin. Penny Lovell, good morning to you.
Well, the only question that comes to my mind is surrounding the cricket.
I thought we'd go there this morning. But
and to ask if you think the TKR through the match.
All right, there we go. That's our poll. Let me tell you, everybody talking about that today. My good friend Cyril from Grand River called me and said, what do you think about this? All right. Do you think TKR through the game?
Deliberately through the game.
Deliberately through the game. Yes or no? Let's hear what you have to say. 222-8255. North Americans, toll free, 866-525-1099. On YouTube, send us a message. That's our only message board right now. We will get another one. You're actually going to love it. Send us a message via YouTube. I'll get it right here in the studio. Let me just move this monitor a little bit. Right, so I can see. Yeah, here we go. All right. As Paul types it up, do you think TKR deliberately threw the game? Yes or no? Call us, message us. Got calls coming in. Let me start writing because nobody else is here to write.
Yeah.
Good morning.
No, I say no.
No.
Yeah.
All righty, buddy. Thank you. Good morning.
Morning, Steve. The answer is yes, and I'll tell you why.
Quickly.
You're right. These teams are owned by franchise. They're franchise owned, right? They are businessmen who own these teams. And they put money into it and things, and they have to get the money back somehow. So when the season starts, they have gambling who going to win the tournament, and so they play big bets. The government gains, the hotels gain, the players gain, so the businessmen have to get back the money. So they program who is going to win. Okay?
Thank you, Dinsley. Good morning.
Good morning, guys.
Morning.
You get bad lick.
That's not the question. The question is, do you think that they deliberately threw the game?
That's a no by implication.
No.
All righty. No. Thank you. Good morning. Morning.
Good morning, Sammy Grandy. Yes.
Thank you, Grandy. Have a good one. Good morning.
Good morning.
Mm-hmm.
Grandy.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, 94 runs in a final.
All righty, Grandy.
Wrong.
Thank you. Good morning.
Yes, I think they did.
All righty. Thank you, buddy. Have a good one. 222-8255. Toll free North Americans, 866-525-1099. Ronnie Voisin said no. Jaron Joseph says no. He said we were properly outplayed. Yeah, they played out. Guyana played wonderful cricket. Julia S. Batiste says yes.
Highly annoyed.
Yeah, boy. People are very upset today.
Highly annoyed.
Very upset. 222-8255. Toll free North Americans, 866-525-1099. Send us a message on YouTube as well. Do you think Trinbago Knight Riders deliberately threw the match against the Amazon Warriors? Yes or no? Trevor Broadbelt says no. Penny Lovell, any lover, says no. All right. Let's get those calls coming. Let's get those votes coming in. You have 10.5 minutes to vote. Show-in Cook says no. All right. 222-8255. Toll-free North Americans, 866-525-1099. Do you think TKR deliberately threw the match on Sunday evening? Yes or no? What says you, Richie Rich? Thank you for joining us.
I have no clue. Good morning, guys.
Debbie Ann says yes.
I'm laughing at the pool, actually.
That's what everybody was saying, well, apart from other things.
No, I saw the social media rants.
Yeah, and they were quick with the memes when Pollard out for a duck. They were quick with it, boy. You really have some talent.
Yeah. Well, they were telegraphing it even before the match. People were telegraphing, they're going to sell out the match and all. People were saying that before.
Debbie Ann says yes. Arno's, what is that? All right, I know. Richard Penny Lovell says good morning.
Good morning.
All right, so 222-8255, toll free North Americans, 866-525-1099. numbers directly into our studio. Of course, we're asking you this morning, do you think TKR deliberately threw the match on Sunday evening against the Amazon Warriors? Trini in Boston says yes.
You know what's interesting about it is that these teams are absolutely not made up solely of Trinidadians or Tobagonians or solely of Guyanese. It's made up of all people from all over, but yet there is this territorial overtone that TKR is Trinidad, that Amazon Warriors is Ghana, and it becomes a territorial.
Because the country's brand name is on it.
Yeah. No, they took out the brand names. I think, I think
no, TKR Trinbago Knight Riders is associated with Trinidad and Tobago, Guyana Warriors, though it's a team comprised of players from all over.
Didn't they take out those names? I think they took out the like Trinbago. I think they're just Knight Riders.
Okay, but still there's people still associated with a particular country.
Yeah. But yes, it has become that.
Mm-hmm.
Even if they removed it, it has
even if they removed it, it's associated with a country.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, you know what also came out of that weekend, which is an argument I don't understand at all why it's so fervent. Whether it's chicken curry or curry chicken.
It's obviously curry chicken.
Well, I haven't heard of
a whole argument by itself.
Yeah, I haven't heard of a chicken jerk. I heard about jerk chicken.
But there's a Guyana Trinidad verbal battle over whether it should be chicken curry or curry chicken.
I think, what do Jamaicans say? I think Jamaicans say chicken curry too,
Oh, I just go with jerk. I know they say jerk chicken.
No, but it's curry chicken. It's always the adjective of what you're doing.
You want to get to your culture. You have a particular cultural perspective on that.
No, so what you're saying?
Guevara says yes.
So it's chicken fried then.
I am not arguing for or against
chicken fried. That's what you're saying? Give me a box of chicken fried, please.
You sounding very mixed up this morning.
So it should be KFC, it should be KCF.
You're going way left now. You can't continue the argument in a proper manner.
That's why you'll say iPop or King Burger.
Do you think the Knight Riders deliberately sold out or threw the match against the Amazon Warriors?
Yes or no?
That's our poll. 222-TALK, 222-8255. North Americans, 866-525-1099. And of course, people on the web and the app, you can send your votes via the YouTube comment section. And we'll get your votes.
Cricket, lovely cricket.
I was in the car earlier o'clock, but I know Paul doesn't really like me not to have on my video. So I say, let me wait till I reach into it.
That's a good excuse because you had it on off up the last week. So don't try that stupidness.
I know I did. But I know that you don't like it. So I was saying, let me just take this and the.
But that me not liking it never stopped you before.
It's true.
Yeah. I
don't know why that's a reason to start not doing it now.
It was a choice.
You're going to do what you want anyway.
It was a choice made this morning. I
said, okay, don't say it because I like it and I do like it. That ain't really the reason. You could care less when I like it or don't like it. Well, congratulations on the debut of your TV series last night.
Yeah, we'll get into that. Good
morning. When it done? Well, I saw when the message when it done, I should say.
No.
Oh, sorry, no.
When there's alert that it was on, it was gone.
Oh yeah, that's all when they'll do that.
I watched it after 8:30 or something. I was watching NCIS. Oh, sad news, folks.
Don't forget you can rewind it yourself.
Yes, they can.
Yeah, I passed out all the commercials. Let me just say, I don't know if you all watch NCIS. Remember Ducky, the old doctor? He passed away last evening. In real life, I should say. At the age of 90. Yeah, I watched. Yesterday evening. I watched about 4 episodes of NCIS I had recorded. There's some good ones too. You know me, I like NCS. So he passed away in real life. 222-8255. Toll free North Americans, 866-525-1099. Do you think TKR deliberately threw the match against the Amazon Warriors? Yes or no? Morning, Mrs. R. Akelo Charles. No, it was just senseless cricket.
In the middle of all of the controversy, we really have to say congratulations to the organizers of CPL. It's grown into quite a prestige event.
Yeah. They really, really did well. The marketing of it was also phenomenal. The television coverage and the marketing of the television coverage as well. It was really, really good. You know, Republic Bank 6, Angus to Rich Hill, El Dorado something. They really had it down pat. Kudos to the commentators. They really did a good coverage.
Yeah, it's really built, a brand.
Mm-hmm. They have,
Yeah.
They have. Do you think TKR deliberately threw the match against the Amazon Warriors? Tell us what you think. Call us 222-8255. North Americans 866-525-1099. Or send us a message via YouTube as you watch us. Radio, you can watch.
Isn't it that many of these players now are going to end up in the IPL?
I believe. When is that starting? Anybody know when that's starting?
Because the players move around from franchise to franchise. Many of the players not so.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I don't know. The kind of legs I see poor Kyron Pollard get on social media this weekend.
Well, that's the nature of
sport.
Yeah.
We love you today, we hate you tomorrow.
If he'd win, he'd be the hero, but I mean, he didn't win. He didn't win. So, he's kind of read.
Yes, yep.
All right, 222-8255. Call us. We have a couple of minutes before the big bad wolf comes in. Is the big bad wolf here? I don't even know.
So we're taking your votes. Do you think TKR deliberately threw the match against the Amazon Warriors? That's our poll this morning. 222-TALK, 222-8255, North Americans, 866-525-1099. Absolutely toll-free. People on the web and the app or wherever you are, you can send your vote via the comment section on our YouTube feed.
Yeah. How many episodes of that series that you have, Rich? It's 5?
5 episodes. It's nightly from last night to Friday.
Yeah. And watch it again tonight.
Nightly at
8 o'clock on TTT. Yeah.
Money
Grip says yes. Paul Showin says, Paul, several of them are already in the IPL, and based on performance during the CPL, some more players may be contracted. That is so true. That 21-year-old opener from Ghana, can't remember his name. He's amazing.
That's why I don't understand what people say this really much, because I mean, somebody wouldn't give up their best because it's you advertising yourself for other franchises to hire you or your national teams, because it goes on your record. Nothing.
Yes, it does. Morning, caller. One more time. Good morning, caller. Not there. All right. So far, I need some votes because I'll tell you this. It's tied. It is tied. I cannot go into the end. I need some votes to break it up. Do you think TKR deliberately threw the game? Yes or no?
And cricket lovers are so passionate. Everybody becoming a cricket commentator and a cricket analyst. Everybody was an analyst over the weekend as to why they lose and the reasons why they feel this one sell out and who buy them out and gonna have money now. So oh my God, hear me. I say it's an election.
Morning, caller.
Good morning, Dudu. Good morning, guys. My answer is yes, Miss Maloney here.
All right, Miss Maloney. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Have a good one as we wait for Evie to walk in, which should be in 2 minutes. All right. I'll take the vote still. Do you think TK are deliberately through the game? Yes or no?
Mm-hmm.
Ms.
That's the
Maloney
poll.
just threw it off. So it's not a tie anymore.
And it'll be interesting to see what the viewership was like also.
I think they did very well viewership-wise.
The IPL has a huge, and the Caribbean is a huge built-in market, yes, and diaspora. But the IPL, of course, has a billion-dollar population, a billion-person population, I could say.
Don't mess with cricket in India. Don't mess with cricket in India at all. It's in their blood. I'm sure they watched it. Good morning, caller. Morning. Hello? Yes.
Good morning. I say no, and Paul explained it the best for me. People looking at you, franchises looking at you, scouting. You ain't going out there and deliberately making yourself look bad. So, and as Paul said, that's on your record. And they are looking at you for other franchises and say national team. I think Paul, you understand it very well. Other times there are times when teams get so in time team get bowled out fast, lose for they sell out. We tail cut. That is it.
Yeah.
We tail cut.
I remember at the end of one CPL, some cricketers jumped on a private jet straight to India, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. All righty. Thank you.
Okay then.
All righty. Morning, Lorna. Morning, Indy. And a special good morning to Carly saying yes. Alistair Hart also says yes. All right. Yeah. So tonight we'll watch. Of course, I'll watch it after. I can fast forward the commercials.
Alistair Hart says yes. Lorna Kalu Singh says yes.
Yep, got those already.
What do you think would happen if Brian Lara came out of retirement for next CPL? And captain the Knight Riders.
He would coach, most likely. He wouldn't play.
No. Yeah, they'll allow us to see Brian Lara bat again.
Yeah, boy. That wrist
not necessarily to coach. People want to see him bat.
That wrist movement.
That games would sell out even more.
Oh gosh, yeah.
He should come out of retirement.
There's another tournament starting next year that is going up St. Kitts, and it's a tweet. I'll get it full detail. I can't remember it offhand right now. I can't. All right, let's get into our major news because Avi is in.
This is your news bulletin from Power 102 Digital.
A 5-year-old boy drowns at a water park. Police investigate the murder of a businessman who was shot some 16 times on Sunday. Acting Deputy Commissioner of Police Kurt Simon calls on citizens to be measured in their responses to criminals. And Guyana Amazon Warriors secures their first Caribbean Premier League T20 title, beating out the TKR Knight Riders. Details in a moment. This is news to 7 o'clock on Power 102 Digital. I'm Avril St-Elbab. Good morning. A birthday party at a water park on Sunday turned tragic as a 5-year-old boy drowned on Sunday. Several attempts were made to resuscitate little Dimitri or Damari Jeffrey of Boxer Paja Hill in La Brea, but proved futile. A police report stated that at around 4 p.m., little Damari was in the company of his mother, Anika George, and other family members attending a birthday party at Fun Splash Water Park on M2 Ring Road in Davie. Police were told that at around 4:20 p.m., the child was discovered by his mother lying motionless in the adult section of the pool. Paramedics of the Emergency Health Services responded, and emergency medical technicians attempted to resuscitate him. The paramedics took him via an ambulance to the San Fernando General Hospital. However, a doctor pronounced him dead at 6:16 p.m. Police are investigating the murder of businessman Chris Ramsaran, who was shot 16 times on Sunday. He died instantly on Sunday afternoon, just minutes after he'd returned to this country from Guyana. He had visited Guyana as he wanted to expand his business there, according to his wife. 54-year-old Ram Saran was the managing director of Worldwide Inspection Technologies and Industrial Services, which is based in Rio Claro. It is a business that is involved in the energy industry and is a supplier of non-destructive and inspection services. His friend, 44-year-old Rishi Joseph, a business owner, was also shot and killed as the two arrived at Joseph's St. Helena home around 4:30 p.m. During a telephone interview with the Express, Ramsaran's wife, Netu Singh Jalim, told them that she had no idea why anyone would want her husband dead. She explained that on Thursday, Ramsaran left his black Toyota Prado in Joseph's care as he traveled to Guyana. Joseph transported him to the airport, and on Sunday, he used the Prado to pick up Ramsaran when he returned to the country. Acting Deputy Commissioner of Police, Kurt Simon, is calling on citizens to be measured in their response to criminals, particularly those citizens who are firearm users license holders. Simon said the force used by citizens to defend themselves must be on par with the attack against them. He also condemned vigilante justice. He said persons must always apply caution in the magnitude of their reaction. Speaking on I-95 FM yesterday, he said people must be measured in their response to others. For example, he said if someone spits on you, you don't pick up your gun and shoot them. He warned the public that persons have to be able in a split second to differentiate between the level of the threat and the response. Simon said the response should not be greater than the threat itself, and that the threat must also be perceived but real. Or not be perceived rather, but real. Simon's comments came days after a video on social media showed residents of Soledad Road, North Claxton Bay, beating a man they claim broke into a house in the area. The man was tied to a fence, beaten with a belt, and kicked in the face. He was then handed over to the police. 2 men were shot and killed in St. Helena yesterday. Or rather, police found a Colt Mark IV pistol and a magazine with 7 rounds of ammunition in an abandoned structure at Fatima Trace, Laventille on Sunday morning. They also found 221 grams of cocaine and 430 grams of marijuana in an empty lot at Oxford Street. In a release, the police service said the searches were done by members of the Interagency Task Force during exercises which started just before 7 a.m. and continued until noon. The gun was found during a routine foot patrol by IATF officers, and the narcotics were found when they executed a search warrant on Oxford Street. They extended their search to an empty lot next door as part of Operation Blue Line. The items were seized for further processing. The release said the exercises were led by Senior Superintendent Alexander, ASP Ramasar, and Superintendent Spence. You are listening to news on Power 102 Digital to 7 o'clock. Professor Clement I. Imbert, Professor John Agard, and Professor Pathamanathan Umaharan are the recipients of the Order of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, the nation's highest award for 2023. The ORTT may be awarded to anyone, citizen or non-citizen, who has rendered distinguished and outstanding service to Trinidad and Tobago. The list of awardees was released by President's House on Saturday ahead of the award ceremony in President's House this evening. In its release on the National Awards, President's House said Imbert is being honored for innovation, steel pan technology, education, and culture and the arts. The Shakonia Medal may be awarded for long and meritorious service tending to promote national welfare or strengthen community spirit in TNT. This year's medals have been awarded to Dr. Bruce Paddington, founder and co-owner of Banyan Productions TT, for media and film industry, medical practitioner specializing in child and adolescent psychiatry, Dr. Jacqueline Sharp, for medicine and psychiatry, Langston Roach, executive chairman of Langston Roach Industries Limited, for business and community, and Siunarain Prasad Kusal, executive director of Kusal's construction company, for entrepreneurship and philanthropy. And Guyana Amazon Warriors made it 6th time lucky as they secured their first Caribbean Premier League T20 title with a comprehensive 9-wicket rout of the Trinbago Knight Riders at the National Stadium in Providence, Guyana last night. Riding on the backs of a brilliant spell from South African pacer and man of the match Dwayne Pretorius, who bagged 4 wickets for 26 runs. The Warriors steamrolled TKR for a miserly 94 before securing their massive victory to the delight of their flag-waving home fans. With Warriors having failed to take the title in 5 previous tries, South African-born Imran Tahir, in his first season as skipper at the age of 44, finally led the team to the coveted CPL title, and on home soil at that. TKR skipper Kieran Pollard and his team, meanwhile, were left with the heartbreak of a missed opportunity to secure a 5th title in what was their 5th appearance in a final in the competition's 11 seasons. On his team's loss, meanwhile, Pollard said that he was not disappointed by the players' efforts this season, noting that they finished 6th last season. We were beaten by the better team today, Guyana, so well played to Guyana. I think they played well. They played consistent cricket throughout the tournament, and they're deserved winners tonight. Well, finally, here's weather news for the period today until midnight. Trinidad and Tobago, hot and sunny conditions will be interrupted by a few cloudy spells with showers at times, mainly during the afternoon. There's a medium chance of isolated afternoon heavy showers or thunderstorms favoring western and hilly areas of Trinidad. Tonight will be fair. Gusty winds and street or flash flooding may accompany heavy showers or thunderstorms. Look out for a forecast maximum temperature of 34 degrees Celsius at Piarco International Airport and 33 degrees Celsius at Crown Point in Tobago. Currently, it's 27 degrees Celsius at Piarco and 28 at Crown Point. Recapping your headlines to 7 o'clock, 5-year-old boy drowns at a water park. Police investigate the murder of businessman who was shot some 16 times on Sunday. Acting Deputy Commissioner of Police Kurt Simon calls on citizens to be measured in their response to criminals. And Guyana Amazon Warriors secure their first Caribbean Premier League T20 title, beating out the TKR Knight Riders. Well, that was news to 7 o'clock on Power 102 Digital. Look out for more news in detail at 12 noon today and an update coming your way at 8 o'clock this morning. For more details, log on to power102fm.com.
Up to date and credible. Power 102 Digital.
All righty. Thank you so much, Avril, for our major news. You can join her again come 8 o'clock for our news brief. All right. And then at noon with Sir Charles on the program, Keeping It Real. All right. Quickly, let's take a look happening traffic-wise. Let me not do that. Yes, it's horrible. East-west corridor, the Eastern Main Road especially is a bit heavy in certain spots. Straight up towards Mova, going up Lady Young Road, eastern side of Queen's Park, Savannah, out of Maraval, out of Dago, out of Mount Coco Road as well. Long Circular Road is busy as well. All right, Kelly Village, going through Endeavor. There's an accident on the Southern Main Road in Endeavor before you get to where is that, boy? Esmeralda Road, yeah. After between that and Jonathan Trace, you guys will know exactly where it is. So that's causing some traffic there. Let's head down south, make our way up north, shall we? Yep, south you're beginning to build as well, but still a bit lighter than usual. But the Solo is not too bad. Rivulet Road is getting heavy. You're going to pick up traffic again, pretty much from Sugargones heading towards Port of Spain. So that's a quick traffic update for you. We'll help you out in one way or the other. All right, let's get the results of our morning poll. Let's see. We got some other votes here. Leonard Naipaul says yes. Vaughn Drayton said yes. Wayne B says no. All right. Trini in Boston is saying Mr. Trin City, and Mr. Port of Spain has not called in a while. Yeah, Trin City, Mr. Patrick is busy doing whatever he's doing. All right, so let's get the results of our morning poll. Let me just calculate it here. That's that. That's that. All right. So we asked you this morning, of course, our morning poll will stay up until tomorrow morning. Our question this morning on our poll, do you think the Trinbago Knight Riders deliberately threw the match against the Amazon Warriors? That was our poll. Out of the 28 votes we got this morning, 16 of you all said yes, 12 said no. All right, so 16 said yes, 12 said no. And of course, you know what was this equally disturbing, which we haven't spoken about, the sportsmanship after losing the game on retrieving their medals and their, who won man in the match or whatever the case is. It just was not very sportsmanship like.
What did
You know,
they
I
do?
saw some commentary, but people were also saying uncommon for people to take off their medals after they take the pictures. So
Yeah.
what are you describing as unsportsman?
There was one, I can't remember the chap's name from Trinbago Knight Riders. He won something and they had a big check and they brought the little kid out to present him with the check. And all he did was shook a hand and he walked off without even taking the placard check. And the little guy is sitting there going, okay. All right. And they left. I thought they should have been a little more graceful in losing.
Are they up in the feelings or what?
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't see it, so I can't comment.
Yeah,
No, I don't know, you know.
But I mean, I agree. You have to be gracious losers.
Yeah.
But again, it doesn't help your brand when you act.
No, it doesn't help your brand at all. Mrs. Arad said yes, and Lester Craigwell also said yes.
Never a dull moment.
Never a dull moment.
Well, and is it that they pick new sides every year, new players for each team every year?
Yeah, it's not the same players.
Okay.
Yeah.
So players move around between different teams then?
Yeah.
And how do they pick these players?
That I have no idea.
They bid for them and all that? You know,
I guess they do. I have no idea how they do that. Good morning to Listral Lodge.
And are they well paid?
You know, I have no idea. I don't even know the salary of a cricketer. No clue.
Anyway, 222 talk. 222-8255-6128-255. Toll free North Americans 866-525-1090. We're talking cricket this morning. A hot topic over the weekend.
Yeah. Other hot stuff this weekend. Nikki Crosby, hot AF at Queen's Hall. And that's hotter than the cricket, trust me. Of course, the show is on Saturday at 8:30 and Sunday at 6:30. And trust me, you're in for a wild ride. Of course, you can get tickets at the Queen's Hall box office from 12 noon to 6 p.m. daily and all our usual outlets, Electronics, Arima, Billy Rabbit, Chinnapuna, Rumbox in St. James, Crosby's in St. James, Creme Fresh in Brentwood Mall in Chagonas, Fens of Marabella in Piarco Plaza, K-Squared Fashions in West Mall and in Eastgate in Trinity. So you can get tickets there. Chanflair Auto Services, all our usual outlets.
All right, we have some calls coming through. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, guys.
Morning.
I am so disappointed with the performance of PKR on Sunday. I mean, imagine this is a final, and you collectively as a team scoring 94 after 18 overs and 1 ball. But not only that, I don't mind a team losing, you know. But I always always look for how they lost. Right? Imagine, for example, Nicky Puran. He was dropped the ball. If you had to look at the match, he was dropped the ball before, you know, right? He was dropped the ball before. And the ball after, he looking to come down the pitch to hit, you know, right? I expected more responsible batting from our team members. Nicholas, Pollard, Russell, 3 of the power hitters in T20 cricket internationally and so on. And together as a team only amassing 94 runs? Something wasn't right. I didn't like the batting performance of the players overall. As your 2 earlier callers mentioned, this was an opportunity to take your time, push around the ball, get your singles, score your 20-something or 30-something runs in that first 6 overs. And then you have your power hitters coming after. All those batsmen, they played irresponsible, and they owe themselves, not Guyana. I am so disappointed because This is your fifth final, and this was the opportunity to make it 5 out of 5. I am highly disappointed, and I don't know. This will take some time to recover. Thank you.
Yeah. All righty. Good morning.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Morning.
Well, the whole thing about 2020 is irresponsible batting. Because if you take that into 50-50, which we call one day, that's irresponsible batting. And if you take that into Test cricket, you will be dropped. So we have taken the irresponsible batting because it's very entertaining and made it into 2020. It's all about the batting. The bowler has to hide the ball. The batsman has to chase him down, run down the pitch, run across the pitch, all kinds of things, play the ball overhead and whatnot. And that's what the game is. And it only takes one ball to get you out. There are international bowlers who can get 4 wickets in 1 over.
But Mr. Pinal,
I've done that in the past.
you hearing me?
You know, this is how you are required to play. This is not actually cricket, you know. Mikey Holding has said that.
Mr. Pinal, go ahead, Paul.
No, if that is the thesis, the idea, then they're even doing that very badly.
Exactly, but you see, you're playing a low percentage shots at all times.
But if your game is to go out on the whoop and make big runs, you're even doing that very badly. At least make some runs when you're doing that.
It's something that comes with the territory. That kind of irresponsible batting is very entertaining and it makes money. It's like these private enterprise beauty queens that people don't like to hear me speak about. You know, people, this is entertainment. And every now and then, you're going to get a collapse like this because it just takes one ball. One bowler, you know, could rip 4 wickets, has happened several times. Well, not several, but at least a couple times that I know of. And therefore, you can rip down a whole team because even after you knock the first 2 wickets down, the other 2 guys have to come in and try and step up the pace. And you're in form now. You're ripping form. You know, so in this game, in this zone, this will happen again, all the time, not very regularly. But it will happen again. Thank you, guys.
All right. Thank you so much.
And that's probably not even the caller. I don't know what's going on with Digicel these days. I just don't know what's going on with Digicel. Every day now is we apologize for the poor service and thank you for your patience. Every day. But I'm not patient no more.
You were patient before?
During the first day.
You gave them 1 day of patience.
I gave them a whole day of patience. And it's every day now. They always working on some technical problem for the last 4 or so days. Fix it. Because I ain't seen no advisory about no rebate and no extra features for the days I was down.
Oh, and that never happens in Trinidad.
I ain't seen that at all. I just say thank you for your patience. So if you really contrite and really apologetic, give me a month free. But they ain't doing that. So they ain't that sorry.
Doing that.
No.
Morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Richard, I looked at the show last night, but I forgot it was Monday. I think it was Sunday. And when I saw it going on, I rewinded it and I looked at it from the beginning. So I'm glad the local plays are back on. Only for 1 week though. But you all put some more out.
That's 1 week.
Yeah.
Yeah, just for 1 week. Yeah.
Right. So Paul, what you said about Digicel? You all remember when I told you all how my electrical all my things were spoiling? So I didn't have a television for 3 months. I deliberately didn't want to buy one because of that same situation. So I went to Digicel. I asked them if they could put a hole on the cable part of it, not the internet so much, you know. And they told me yes and so on. And I might have to pay $50. I don't know what the $50 was for. I agreed. And in August, when I bought my television, I went back to them and said, well, okay, I would like my service restored. You know, they were sending bills to me for those months. And I asked them, well, why bills still coming for the full amount? They said that they never have that service. So then I went to a ghost who spoke to me. And I was here now. I spent like 2 hours there arguing my point. and they end up telling me that I have to pay the bill, and when they look at it, investigate it, they will give me a rebate. Well, we're in September, and last week I had to pay my bill, and when they disconnected they suspended the service, I called in. I say, here what, because I wanted to deal with it after the holidays. I say, here what, can I pay on the 26th? So today I'm going into them, and I am not going to pay any money for now, neither the last 2 months, until they say I'm going to get a rebate. I will do it on my television for a while. I don't care, because I'll go to a next service provider, which might be worse, but still, I prepare to do that.
I have a better story than that.
Mm-hmm.
A particular service provider, I discontinued my service with him. Let's say this is 2023. It would have been like around 2015 or thereabouts, or could be before. And 5 years after, they were still sending me bills for the service. Although I went into their branch on Park Street at the time and signed all the documents to discontinue the service. So they said, no, you were still using your internet services. So, well, pull up the documents, the data, and show me how much data you used in the last 5 years. Show me.
You have nothing to show.
Show me how much, since you feel I was still using service, show me, because it's all digital, how much data I used from your service in the last 5 years. Show me.
Yeah.
Radio silence.
I have that same issue with them. I feel I know the service provider you're talking about, because I gave up that since 2018, and I'm still getting emails that I'm owing an amount that amounts up to about 1,000 something now. And I took the little gadgets to them, and I have the paper at home, and I have it. I went into them, I said, why are you all sending emails to me? And next thing they say, they will send me to those people.
You know what they told me too?
Mm-hmm.
They told me everything was disconnected when I discontinued the service. I said, well, you all need to pass for your equipment. They said, no, you need to bring it in. I said, I didn't bring it by me.
Mm-hmm. But I didn't wait for them. I put it into them. I couldn't wait because they would send it.
Well, you have to pass for your stuff. I have to bring it into all you.
Well, and here what too, concerning digital for my stuff. I have the smart home, and you know something, 2 months that was not working, and I called them about it to send a text. I went in person, and then I called. I went in person again, and I called. They sent a technician about 2 weeks ago. They changed the sensor, and I told the guy, the supervisor, I said, here what, 2 months I didn't have my smart home, so what is sense? I should have a rebate. Again, I have to pay for it, and then they will investigate to see if I was using it. Okay, I was using it when it wasn't coming on. So that's another thing. So today I put aside everything I have to do. When I go down there, I don't want the other, and I take off that thing completely if I don't get a proper response. So I'm fed up, and they only put it adding on money for this, adding on money for that, just like that. You don't ask for things, but they're adding on things, you know. So I find none of these providers for internet and cable are doing something for us, you know. They just want all about money. So after today, I don't even want that service. I have an Android box. The only thing I don't have is local channels, but I'll look at it on my phone. So anyway, let me talk about the cricket now, Steve. I am not disgusted, you know. I just feel that they did not give up their best and that day as a final. But I realized in finals, that is what happens, you know, you count your chickens before they hatch, right? And too many people got on board cricket, just like in the World Cup qualifying game with Trinidad and Tobago against USA. They jump on the bandwagoners who don't have a clue as to what is taking place and commenting and this, that, and the other. All these little stupidnest people get involved. If you don't like the sport, don't make too much comments that if you are professional in it, you know what I mean? But anyway, I think it was bad cricket on our part. It for a change, I did not see the captaincy of Pollard coming out and, you know, as a committed player. Only on that day, I like Pollard and I know he is very committed. But on that day, as you say, if you saw a video of them partying, that probably had something to do with it. And the final.
Well, have we confirmed that is actually a video of them partying the day before the match? People keep talking about this video. Has someone confirmed it is them partying before the match? Or is it just people using videos as for their convenience, as we have seen in many other instances?
Well, a lot of things like that will happen in Sugar. I'm not sure. I'll go by what Steve said this morning. And the
Yeah,
final
I got
thing,
it. It said it was.
if those players are looking for franchises, and the USA now has a T20 thing coming up. They have the money, so they won't literally throw a game to look bad. They're looking for scouts out there to make more money. So I don't believe that game was thrown deliberately or otherwise, but
All right.
it was just a bad day. Thank you.
All righty. Have a good one. Thanks for calling. 222-8255, toll free North Americans, 866-525-1099. That's our number directly into the studio. We had some calls coming through, but yeah. Of course, on the weekend, there was a fire at the Ramada Princess Hotel and Casino in Providence, in Ghana. No one was injured, thank goodness for that. All right. There were 293 adults and 4 children at the hotel at the time. Good morning, caller.
Hey, morning, Rupa.
Hey,
Morning,
Mr.
morning.
Patrick. Morning.
Good morning, Mr. Patrick.
I listen to people with this cricket. What cricket really is, a war, or cricket is sports and entertainment? Huh?
Well, it's not only cricket, people get passionate about all types of sports.
Yeah.
I was in the Oval, we had big fights in the car park and big fight here and big fight there, and man causing where people are going. I mean, sports is entertainment, right? It comes like any kind of sports, football, basketball, athletics. Somebody has to win and somebody has to lose. And sometimes the best footballer, the best cricket doesn't have a good day. But at the end of the day, most of them sports we're watching there right now, the cricket is entertainment. Entertainment for money. Them cricketers get big money. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
And we vex because Trinidad laws and we vex and who buy out who and because Ghana getting rich and Ghana pay we for we to lose. But Ghana stupid talk outside here. Ghana pay a whole team to lose.
Yeah, when you think about it.
I know that some of you will be talking outside here. That entertainment, carnival, that carnival spirit, that entertainment going on there. You have to go in and make runs fast. So you how much time. You ain't going to block. It's no test cricket you play there. You understand? It's no 5 days. In the end of the day, somebody had to win and somebody had to lose. And the cricket was entertaining. Very well. But I want to ask a question. Why is there so much of violence in sports sometimes? I was watching some news, ABC News, where some football match was going on and a man went and cuff a man in the stand and he fall and he dead. You see that?
Yeah.
Why people get so passionate out of control?
I don't know what.
But it has a big football match outside there in Spain and them places. We don't burn down the stadium. Right? I just watch sports as just sports and entertainment, yes. It's a gambling, it's a big gambling that's going in sports. But somebody has to win and somebody has to lose. Better luck next time. That's all. All right.
All right, Mr. Patrick. Thank you. Good morning, caller. Hi, morning.
Yes, morning, Steve, Richard.
We're not hearing you at all, caller.
You hear me now?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, good morning, Richard, Steve, and Paul.
Mm-hmm. Morning.
Good morning.
First, I'd like to say happy birthday to my good friend Clyde Couto from Akono, Maracas, from his friend Horn. And just to touch on the cricket, I played the wind ball cricket professionally. This is wind ball. But I never played on a team that would sell out a game. I have never done that. But what I have noticed, coming to finals, some of the top teams, the guys would party all night. Nobody took that into consideration. One team was so confident that they partied a little more than the other team. And it showed up on that game. Okay, thank you guys. Have a blessed day.
All right. Thank you, caller. All the best to you as well. Good morning. Good morning, caller.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
I agree with Mr. Patrick. And what I'm saying is, I don't believe the coach will allow their players to go and party before they have a game. All right? I don't believe that. What I am saying is this. This is my thinking. I said it probably they might fear for their life to throw away the game because the way how those Guyanese was getting on the last time when they won the game, it's big set of fighting and carrying on. Look, players burning on, all kind of thing get carrying on. So I said them must be say, look, let me throw away that game, yes, because you never know what could take place. Because look at the manager from TV6, he was on the top floor. They had to hoist things to get people out from there, and I find cricket, according to Mr. Patrick, is an entertainment, and big people supposed to know how to carry themselves when they go into a little sport and enjoy themselves. Look at when they come here and they play. Everybody together, real togetherness. But some of these other people outside there, I don't know. God help them. You all have a blessed day, Richard. Okay, bye.
All righty. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
All right. 222-8255. Toll free North Americans. 866-525-1099. All right. Good morning to you, Julia McClatchy and Carl M. Jack. Good morning.
Yeah, let me say good morning to Mrs. R and Slick Money Grip, and thank you for your comments on Mixed Up last night.
Yeah. Carl M. Jack says that I am utterly disappointed that once again the Hunters Rescue Team was again bypassed for an award for the type of assistance they give to law enforcement and fire services and others. They do an amazing job, man. They do amazing work.
Somebody has to nominate and they have to get 3 recommendations.
Yeah, you need to be nominated.
You need to realize that you need to be nominated and you need to also get 3 recommendations delivered to President's house by a particular time.
Beauty Girl just says, morning, Paul. Paul, same problem since 2021, sorry. With that local service provider, I asked the landline to be disconnected. I carry in my phone and have the signed documents, still getting bills. Julia McClatchy is still saying the same thing. I had the same problem with a provider. Disconnected the service in 2018, and I'm still receiving bills.
That's a good idea, Anon. Finals should actually be on a neutral ground. That's actually, to me, a productive suggestion. But then how you figure out that? Because you don't know who's going to be in the finals. And people have to get grounds ready. I don't think it's an insurmountable task because they would have, many other grounds would have hosted games in the run-up to the finals. So they wait until the semifinals and then they make an announcement as to where the finals are going to be held, because the finals are held.
That's a lot. It is not overnight to prepare a pitch. So, or let's say they decide to play.
So why can't you play a competitive match on a home ground where one of the finalists is? That happens in all sports.
Yeah, because for example, if Jamaica and St. Lucia or Barbados was in the finals, they'd be playing in Guyana. All that is prepped. I mean, Providence grounds was refurbished.
And I guess for selling tickets and advertising too. You want to be able to know in advance when the final is going to be.
It's a logistic thing, yeah. It's logistics. It just so happened that the Guyaners made it in the finals playing in Guyana. We have some calls. Good morning, caller. Morning.
Hi, good morning, guys.
Morning.
Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Hi, go ahead.
Yeah, mention about the awards. You know how they usually do it. They'll wait until the head of that organization there, and then they'll give them an award. Trust me.
All right. Good morning.
Yeah, morning.
Morning.
Yeah, morning, guys.
Morning, pal. Go ahead.
Morning.
Yeah, well, the finals will be Ghana booked the final for 3 years. The final will be playing in Ghana for 3 years. At that time, we booked the final sometime at the 50 overs, so that has happened.
Yeah, I think I think Trinidad and Tobago also put a bid in for the finals to take place here coming up in 2024, I think, for 3 years.
The Champions League final,
That's right.
Manchester was in, and they're playing in Wembley, but it happened that they lost. So them thing is final venue that we picked long in advance. So Ghana book it for next year. The final will be playing in Ghana again. So if they happen to make the final, that will be good for them.
Yeah.
All the finals we win. We win it in Trinidad and Tobago. The 4 finals we win it in Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah, the finals will be played again next year in Guyana.
We never lost our final. Well, like the first final we lost, and it happened to be outside.
Yeah, Sherwin Kerr says it's a 3-year package.
Yeah, but cricket is a game of glorious uncertainties. I know them fellas and them must party in the night before the cricket. That doesn't happen. I doubt in that. But cricket, what is Asian final? The Asian final was just a couple Sundays ago. Sri Lanka get bowled for 50 in 1 over. The man take 4 wickets. Cricket is like that. And as Pinal was saying, batsmen is a high risk, it's a high tension game. You need to score at a certain pace because batsmen will be taking risks. And when you're taking risks, that is life. Car racing, you're driving fast, is risk. Things can happen. And that is that cricket. Cricket is exciting, it's chill. That is just how it does go. Them fellas ain't going out to show that game and winning the game, bring more credit to you, more benefit, to raise your value, make you more marketable, everything. Showing that game will just devalue you. So them fellas ain't deliberately show that game. That is just how it happened on that day. Winning, bring more value to you, make you more marketable, raise your value, and all of that. Losing, devalue you. So at the end of the day, that was no sellout. That just happened. That is cricket.
All right. Thank you, buddy. All right. 222-8255, toll free North Americans, 866-525-1099.
Nothing like cricket to stop up controversy. Yeah?
Yeah, boy. That is so true.
Sports.
I call in Wendell, Wendell not answering the phone at all.
You sure Wendell here?
I don't even know. No clue. I don't know if he's here. I think he is. Yeah,
222 talk 222-8255. North Americans 866-525-1099. Of course, people on the web and app, you know what you can do. You can send your comments via the YouTube stream. Of course, Mixed Up continues nightly. Tonight at 8 p.m. straight down to Friday. You're seeing the 5 episodes in the first season. And of course, so it's on nightly. I know the live stream was a huge challenge yesterday. So a lot of people who were attempting to stream it, it was an incredible challenge. People outside of Trinidad and Tobago had a huge challenge being able to watch it via the stream. I don't know if it was intentionally blocked internationally. I don't know, but there was a huge challenge. But there was a huge challenge even locally with the stream, especially at the time that it was running. I think it improved a bit after the show was finished. So hopefully that challenge will be rectified for tonight.
All right. Good morning, caller. Oh, lost that call. All right. So 222-8255, toll free North Americans, 866-525-1099. Just a reminder of our morning poll. It's going to stay up until tomorrow morning, so you can vote on our mobile app or our website at power102fm.com. Do you think Trinbago Knight Riders deliberately threw the match playing against the Amazon Warriors? Guyana Amazon Warriors, all right?
Acting Deputy Commissioner of Police Kurt Simon is calling on citizens to be measured in their response to criminals, particularly those who have FULs. He made the call following a video circulated highly on social media showing residents of Soledad North Road, Claxton Bay, beating a man who they claimed broke into a house. They tied the man to a fence, beat him with a belt, kicked him in his face, and then handed him over to police.
Of course, on the weekend, the murders continued, and a lot of accidents as well.
I don't know. I don't know what to say about the murders again.
Yeah, that St. Helena had a murder. Spanish national was also killed over the weekend. I don't know what to say. And then I drove on Saturday evening. I was driving, and the driving was horrendous. I don't know what was going on Saturday evening.
As different to any other day?
No, it was worse on Saturday. I don't know what was going on. Good morning, caller.
Yeah, morning again. Hey,
morning, Mr.
we gotta call when them and make sure you're right after that cricket.
Hey, that's true, you know.
Yeah, whenever he like this cricket have passion, the next thing you see Tim Loss and he gets sick. Make sure you call him, make sure you're right.
Mm-hmm.
But listen, I was listening an educational program with the Minister of Education. I know you saw a program on the TV.
No.
Discussion with other people, and they want to bring us something called what? E-education. You hear about that?
No.
They want to bring us something called what?
E-education, which he says should turn out where people could do the thing on laptop and computers and different things. It was a question and answer. She was there. But that lady bright, but that lady could dance things, but she bright. Because they say when it's at COVID, they will bring on certain things and they say, well, they will do certain things after the COVID. And up to now, nothing happening. Nothing happening. The transformation of the education system, nothing happening, they say. So, I think well, you be around the program, but when I look at it, see that all. Yeah. But you need to do something with this education, with all these school books and back, because another parents, I have friends right now complaining about the book and the price of the books. You understand? So,
I try not to subject myself to stimuli that will aggravate me.
I was waiting to see your expression and what you would say, Paul.
But Paul, he's a man big in the education field. And you keep
I'm
talking about
not big in the education thing. I just think that the consistent application of excuses and promises is not productive. So they're now going to introduce, because I think there's a series of consultations going on with the championed by the Education Ministry, which there was one last week, somewhere in Central Trinidad, I do believe. And from the little I heard coming out of it, I'm glad I didn't attend or view it. Let me just say
the guy, the homeschool education president, he made a valid statement. He said, them had a consultation, but you know nothing about it, but they bring a document.
Well,
All right.
I was
Thank you,
actually
Patrick.
waiting to see if and where it would be advertised, but I didn't see it either, but maybe I missed it. And that word consultation has different meanings to different people in this country. It's a forum for, I guess, people saying what they think and the ministry being able to say after a certain number of events that they held consultations or they held extensive consultations.
Morning.
Morning.
Good morning to all in the studio.
Good morning.
All right.
Morning.
First, I will start with I heard is one good thing Anil Roberts said when he became a minister. I remember hearing him saying as Minister of Sports. He said, we in Trinidad love to go by the sea, but we don't like to learn to swim. And when he said that, I said, wow, that is so true. I cannot understand how somebody could be having a public water play park, whatever you call it, and don't have lifeguards on duty.
Move to the front of the class.
I said
What
that
you
this
said,
morning.
Paul? What you said,
Move to
Paul?
the front of the class.
Thank you. I keep saying we jokey, we're not mighty in a serious country. Nobody could have something like that. And you putting up, it comes like, well, I think I
A
heard
bunch of
Richard,
signs all over the place.
signs. Like how, Richard, those disclaimers in those car parks and supermarkets, is that legal? Is that valid? Could you challenge that in court? Richard,
No,
there?
that's actually very legal. When they put those,
Very legal.
they put those disclaimers up for a very legal reason.
It's a liability disclaimer. So they're not accepting liability for anything that goes wrong with your property in the car park.
Okay, thank you for the info. I always see it. Anyway, I cannot understand how you could have something like a water course, play park where children are coming and you don't have lifeguards and you just have signs. I saw it on the news last night, all over the wall. No lifeguards on duty. Children under 5 who cannot swim cannot go in the water. Children under 5.
Is this Miss Diego Martin?
Yes,
it is.
You know, the other side to that is if I'm a parent and I walk in a place and see that, I walk in back out with my child and children.
I walk out one time.
I said
So there's another limb of responsibility necessary there.
Yes, I said the same thing, but everybody want to go to the other. Well, that one don't have water, the Chuck E. Cheese and the this and the that. Yes, you want to can the 5 Island, but you have to pay attention to the safety surroundings of your child. I can't understand adults go. Let me tell you, children. I can't understand how that boy. Because they say he was in the area where the party was being kept. You see them pool party since Akil Chambers. My children ain't going no pool party. Well, thank God there's adults now. When you go in water, you watch your children like a hawk. My father never used to let us go to bathe with no neighbor. My father used to take us when we used to live Jackson Street in Currap. Mayaro, he will go. He would rent a beach house. Easter. August holiday, we even spend Christmas. And he said, I am not letting my children go with nobody in no pool, in no kissy. How could adults be there? You'll focus so much on the little 2-year-old child's birthday party and not looking. That little boy end up in the deep part where adults will be. And no, the grandmother is saying she not blaming anybody, but you're still hearing where's the lifeguard? You all did not look. Make sure. I mean, this is crazy. Me, my child was never going there because if it is, they have to go in the water. And swimming is one. I never forget the lifeguard used to tell us when I used to work at the tourist board. Knowing to swim is one. He said, but you see, trying to save somebody, you got to be trained in life saving. He said, because you got to save somebody and sometimes they pull you down. He said, that is why when we go to save somebody, we go behind them and hold their 2 hands. Plenty people don't know that and they will go, oh, God, look my son, look my daughter.
Miss Diego Martin.
Yes, sir.
Have you ever heard news stories come out that people who are strong swimmers drown?
Strong, yes.
Okay. So being able to swim very well doesn't eliminate the possibility of you drowning, eh?
And you could save somebody. That is the key because a lot of people remember the boy in Tobago went to save his colleague, his cousin or whatever. The girl pulled him down. She survived because somebody ran in and saved her. You've got to be careful. And I think after that
girl who swallowed the chenet, the little child, a doctor, I can't remember, I have it on my phone. It was circulating on our neighborhood chat. How you do CPR. They said they did CPR on the boy. I can't understand how he still died. But they need to show people when you pull somebody out of the water, what you do. Because I don't know what CPR they did on that little boy that he still died. Madness.
Well, Mr. Martin,
Yes.
according to the news reports,
Yeah.
the grandmother or the mother noticed the child lying lifeless in the adult part of the pool.
What? I didn't hear that one.
So
Where
you have no idea how long that child was in that water.
Exactly.
So they may have pulled that child out of the water way too late.
Too late.
Because they have no idea how long the poor child was in the water.
My God.
Drowned, and in the water.
Paul, this thing is so sad. So sad. Anyway, condolences to the family. I want to know.
And Karen, you now just said, and it's true, people can be pulled out of water, go home, and drown again. Eh?
How?
Yeah, because all the water didn't come out of your lungs. I've heard several instances of that across the world. You come out, they revive you, but you go back home, the hospital will take you for observation, and you succumb again.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Well, I did.
And I will give you an example also, because my mother took us to learn to swim at YMCA from as early as 10, 11, 12 years old. Right? So we all learned to swim very well at YMCA. And I remember when I was about 14, we were at a friend's pool in Val Park, and my youngest brother jumped into the deep end.
Oh.
He was about 10 or something so. And there was others, and instinctively, I don't know why I jumped in the water and pulled him out. And in trying to pull him out, he almost drowned me.
Oh gosh! Wow.
And I was a so-called strong swimmer. So
and you could have swum. You see what I tell you? Right.
And he also was a swimmer. He was also trained to swim.
You see?
So if we water and human beings, we're not fish.
Yes, it's very thing. I almost drowned in that Shagarama pool. Well, it's not there anymore. I think they condemn it. Almost drowned in that pool, and after that incident, I say I must learn to swim because, like in love and Pisces, I love to go by the beach. You've got to learn to swim. I'm moving on to the cricket. There is a cricketer who was charged for match fixing. What's his name again? Anybody could.
You'll have to ask Wendell that one.
I'm trying to pull up his name anyway. I heard all this thing going on since yesterday. All the cricket fans getting heart attack and all kind of thing. Oh, they sell out the match. Let me tell all you, if it happened once, and I'm going to give my vote. Yes, I believe it was a sellout. Because if it happened once, let me tell you, I remember years ago you used to hear about fixing and horse racing, and if a jockey, somebody pay a jockey more money than what his owner or the horse give him, he gonna make that horse lose, and people bet money like hell on that horse. And I used to say, what? And then it went on to football, basketball. So it is possible, and I want to believe if it happened once, it could happen again. As the Staple Singer sang, let's do it again. You all have a blessed day. Bye.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Diggle Martin. All right, gentlemen, let's wrap it up for this Tuesday.
All right, so have a fantastic day, whatever you do. Of course, reminding you the theater, lots going on. Mixed Up is on tonight from 8 p.m. on Trinidad and Tobago Television, and you should be able to stream better tonight, I think, I hope. But you can see it on TTT at 8 p.m. tonight. It's running nightly until Friday, and that's the first season, which is 5 episodes. Nikki Crosby is on this weekend, Saturday and Sunday at Queen's Hall. Nikki 50ish and Hot AF. You should not miss it. It is hilarious. Trust me. And of course, Bacchanal, Bubble, and Bad Behavior. Tickets for that show go on sale from Wednesday this week at all our usual outlets and online. So you could check RSRR Productions theater page for all of the respective information. Have a great one, whatever you do, and remember to smile and laugh. It's great for you.
You'll have a great day. Be safe and look up to the young ones. God willing, see you tomorrow morning. Have a great day.
All right, gentlemen, do have a great one as well. Be safe in all that you do.